Hey everybody. This is my first progress report on JILLTED project I'm working on right now. It's a slasher script, um, basically about a girl who gets tired of being mistreated and decides to get her revenge in homicidal fashion. It's a script that I think can do. I see it selling. Something I see, um, something I can actually see getting made and being on the big screen. And so it's something I'm eager to work on. I actually wrote the initial permutation of the script, I think in 2000 or 2001, but at the time it was called Valentine's Day, and the main character was a guy, a black guy named Dexter, a little nerdy type. And funny thing is, shortly after I was working on that, Warner Brothers came out with a movie called Valentine with David Boreanaz in it as a star. Slasher movie around the same holiday and everything. So I it happens from time to time in Hollywood. You have an idea and it's kind of original, and then turns out somebody is one step ahead of you. So I went ahead and I finished the script, and at first I thought that if I let a few years pass, maybe I could try to market my script and it would be kind of new again. But that never really worked out, and then the thought came to me one day, well, why don't I change the protagonist or the antagonist or the killer? I didn't think that a black killer was going to go over, because this is a script that I'm writing to sell, as opposed to some of the ones that I want to work on that I have aspirations of directing. So I figured a black killer might not go over. I mean, we've had Candyman, and that actually got over, but I didn't think it would. And I took it one step further and said, well, why don't we make it maybe female? Because we don't see that many, if at all, female killers or slashers, so to speak. So I made a few changes, and Valentine's Day became Jilted. So I've been working on that, and I originally thought it would be very easy to do. I thought I would change all of the he's to hers, maybe change a few of the killings to accommodate for the fact that, this is a female, so she might not be as physically strong as a guy, that type of thing. But be honest, I've really gone through hell trying to get this story together. Writing a slasher flick, I mean, if you want to write a traditional slasher flick like so many others we've seen, in of itself isn't really hard. I mean, you get your super powered, almost supernatural psycho killer with little to no background. You get a bunch of kids. You somehow get them isolated into some area where there's no phones, no cell signals or whatever, and then the killer goes amok. But with this story, folks aren't isolated, in an abandoned hotel, country inn, or they're not they're not abandoned anywhere. This takes place in a small town. The killer isn't supernatural, so there's a whole set of difficulties that came, while I was working on the script. And the fact is, she is female, and she's not even like a strong female. She's kind of frail. I describe her as having a pale, gaunt frame. So, I have to restructure the kills to where, this lady, this young woman can kill, a 200 plus pound football player, and be able to pull it off convincingly. Then there was the whole logistics of setting up the kid. I'm getting way too deep into it. I don't want to put you to sleep, but it actually came out to be a lot harder than I thought. But I've worked it through. Right now I'm on page 24, I think. And I've got a friend that I met on MySpace. His name is Eric. I think on my page you'll see him. I think he's fifth or sixth on my top friends. His screen name as of now is Eric, the hopeful screenwriter. And what's up, Eric? Appreciate it. Appreciate the conversation, man. You're really cool. But he's taken a look at what I had so far, and has given me some good ideas and given me some good feedback. So I feel like I'm going in the right direction. So I'm just looking forward to getting it done, taking a few days off, coming back, polishing it, and seeing where it goes. But right now, I'm happy with what I've got, and I'm looking forward to getting back to it. So I plan to do these updates once a week. I'm not sure what day yet. It might be Friday. Today is a Thursday, so I might have an update tomorrow, or it might be next week. But if you got any comments, concerns, feedback, let me know. But everybody, thanks for watching, and see you next time.